What was the difference for you season 2 to season 1? It looked like you were a little bit more in the flow of things this year, to say the least.
Yeah, I would say a lot slowed down for me. I tell you what was tough was my rookie year, going into my rookie year, because of the rule where you can't participate in any team activities until your school technically graduates was tough. So I got to experience the benefit of going through OTAs and going through different mini camps, whereas my rookie year I didn't. And I tell you what, that had a huge impact. So that was one of the things where I got more comfortable, I got bigger, I got faster, I got stronger, and overall I just felt better. Felt that everything kind of slowed down for me.
Yeah, and it looked like they were just going to ride Christian McCaffrey every single game. It seemed like you were the focus. Would that be an accurate assessment of the game plan?
Well, yeah. I mean, I would say I wouldn't say going into the game we were planning on this or that. I think some of the games ended up being that way. I think some also didn't, and some other guys stepped up. And we have such a talented team that the ball can really go anywhere. And when we're healthy, when our guys are feeling good, we got a great team. It's tough to win in the NFL. I think you saw that with us late in the stretch.
Yes.
Multiple games we're losing by 6 or under, and despite all that, we're one game away from being in the playoffs. So definitely a frustrating second half of the season, but knowing that we got the guys, we got the coaches, and we overall have a great attitude in the locker room is something to look forward to in the future.
Well, it's awesome to see that you think that you have a great attitude since you skipped your bowl game, and anybody who does that has a horrible attitude and has no chance of doing anything in the NFL like, say, most receptions by a running back in a single season as you have. So you're breaking that mold, Christian.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, you'd have thought I committed a crime, man, when I did it. Now everybody's doing it, getting applauded for it. It's just the norm now. So
you were the George Washington of this thing, I think. You were the first to cross that Delaware. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
So what do you think of when you hear coaches say, well, this kid's skipping a bowl game, and I don't think that that's going to really play very well on the next level. You don't want to take a kid who's skipped a bowl game like you just did 2 years ago.
I would say each and every decision and any time you look at a situation where a player's skipping a bowl game, you have to look at it from their decision. I made my decision. I mean, whether or not it's right for anyone else is up to them. And I made my decision, and I like to think it worked out. And I know what my attitude was, and I know I had my reasons. And some guys have their reasons that might be different from mine. But I would say, at the end of the day, you got to look yourself in the mirror and be able to tell yourself that you made the best decision for yourself and for your future. And if you can do that, then it's the right decision.
What did David Shaw say?
Oh, we had some tough conversations. I think, in the long run, Coach Shaw's been great, been very supportive of me. Still keep in touch with him today. Definitely it was a tough decision. It was tough for me. It was the hardest decision I've ever had to make. I went back and forth with it. I will always, I don't want to say regret it, but I will always miss that opportunity, and I'll always be mad at myself for that moment, but once again in the long run and seeing how it all played out, I can't say I made the wrong decision, and that could be true for some people. I took a risk, and happy I did. But as far as Coach Shaw goes, man, we did have some tough conversations, and I'm happy that we've remained close.
Yeah, I mean, he talks very well of you, by the way, off camera. Just so you know, when he sits next to me on the draft set last couple of years, obviously when you were up for being drafted, you wound up being a top 10 pick.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.